everyone, welcome to FHC Slam. I'm your host, Robe, and we are here one night after Into Darkness, where we saw Darth Wump defend the FHC Championship successfully against Malibu. But afterwards, Darth Wump could not escape from a sudden attack by Armach, which, judging by his purpose at which he is making his way to the ring right now, I'm sure we'll be getting an explanation as to why. But it was still a very fulfilling night, a very exciting time, as we got to see many different battles, including the birth of perhaps one of the most powerful stables we've seen in quite a while. More on that later, but now to the Blackpool Gangster. Is anyone actually wondering why I made my intentions clear after the FHC Championship match last night? No one? Then good. Everyone knows it's par for the course for the Blackpool Gangster then. It's a farce that Wump had to defend against someone like Malibu in the first place. What has Malibu done? Greatest tag team with the Viper? I don't think so. That only shows that he can play well with others. He wins the 30-man gladiator over the top battle royal at Session 3? Winning a few matches on Super Flight Night, eh? Well, I've competed for the FHC Championship before, and I led the greatest faction in history, the FHC. He has no right to be at the top when he has fought no battles, won no major victories, and sells his grody ass to the highest bidder. How dare he gets the right when I have dominated wrestling history, and I am here because of my triumphs and conquests. And my latest conquest will be the FHC Championship.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, and here we have Loke coming out now. We can expect to hear his 2 cents on the situation. Of course, we saw him last night at Into Darkness, losing one-on-one to King Slender. But what are we going to expect from him tonight? Statements, probably most likely to Armach, but maybe weighing in on the FHC Championship as well. With Loke, you never know. Dome of Chrome. I have to say, that is a hell of a thing for you to almost break up a title match like that last night. I'm sure Wump isn't very happy with you at the moment. And me, I'm not happy either. Not happy that of all the people in the back to come out, it had to be you. I mean, I could see if it was the man, the myth, the legend, Slender, to come and demand another title shot. Or even Vincent Hanna, because he doesn't like to waste his mother effing time. But you, shouldn't you be retired? You've been around the block so many times, you're like an old man who's forgotten where he lives. And don't you run your mouth on being in your prime, because you're not. Prime is what you're doing when one shall stand and one shall fall. And brother, that's not you. So why don't you make like a tree and get chopped down to make way for new development? Ah, my dear Loke, we've had quite the history. You definitely felt the backlash of the FHC's ire, and we more than unleashed hell in that cell back in the day. We've both come a long way since then. But you really think you can critique me? You want to talk new development? You are old news, my friend. You want to go with new development? Then you need to hang up your boots and gear as well, because you've been around longer than the Blackpool Gangster. Is this your way of wanting your old mate Armach to show you the ropes? Because I have beaten you 200 or 300 times? You just say the word. only in your own mind, you delusional bastard. And that was me beating you, whether it was giving you a stunner for your troubles or throwing you off a ladder through a table. And I think your paltry wins are going to your shiny head, and that goes for Malibu too and anybody else. But Malibu, everything you said about him, I did it first. I won against 40 men at Battle of the Gladiators. I win all the battle royals. I win everything. Malibu just talks about babes and brewskis. Well, I don't need that stuff. And that's fine. That's fine. It keeps me sharp, on edge, where I need to be. And my point is that everything Malibu's done, I've been there first, including winning the FHC Championship. And you don't even come close.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies. Loke. You may have done things first and better, but it's all ancient history, way in the past. You should be applauded, though. You've won the Battle of the Gladiators. You've been FHC Champion. You've won the championship. But you've also lost the FHC Championship. And to Darth Wump, I might add. He's the rightful champion now. And I say you've had your chance. And it's come and gone. So do what the Star Nerds did when the Phantom Menace toys came out. And get back in line. Because I beat Armach last night after enduring all the hate spewing from him and his sorry excuse for a fan club. And if anyone deserves a shot at a title for the FHC title, well, it's the Big Valboski. Oh man. Really, guys? Really? I guess I'm not surprised. Everyone wants my title. I just didn't think everyone would start coming for it right after Into Darkness. Jeez, it's barely been 24 hours, guys. Come on. I was hoping for a cool tournament like the one that the ladies got last year, since there doesn't appear to be a #1 contender, because I absolutely cleared the field of any comers. Ha, you like that, Venus? Yeah. Anyways, look at what I've done in the past few months. I beat Loke at Revolutions. I beat King Slender at Firestorm. And last night, I beat Malibu at Into Darkness. Malibu, you've always been an honorable competitor. I recognized your right to challenge me for the FHC Championship, like a good champion does. And as an honorable champion, I accepted. But really? Armach? What is this what I have to work with right now? I mean, you're ready for a title shot. Where have you even been? You think you've earned a right after losing to Val Venus last night? Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't make me laugh. That, you know what? That's very amusing. But what was not amusing was the way you put yourself out there. You had the gall to attack me after a great match, and even worse, hitting me with my own title. You want to take me out after my match just to swing your big bald head around, and you think that makes you deserving of a title shot? Well, you know what? That doesn't make me laugh. I'm not laughing anymore. I'm angry. And you don't want to see me when I'm angry. Do I always have to come out here when everyone is tiffed off? Is that my job here? To babysit all of you like you were my children? Fine. You guys want to act like children? I will definitely oblige you. And Darth Wump, you think you're the one that has to come out here and respond to everybody? Well, what do you think my job is? Here's my response. Armach, you and Loke will face off tonight and work the stress out together. Because that's what we do here. And because I like to add a little flavor to my original ideas, I'm adding a third man to the match. That's right, treble trial time. And that third man, Val Venus. Yeah! How you like that? Well, you know what? Let's make it even more interesting, since the time between last night at Into Darkness and tonight here on FHC Slam feels like it's been 6 months or several months. It's a long feeling, but you know what? Let's get it going. 4-way tussle. Armach, Val Venus, Loke, and the FHC Champion Darth Wump tonight in that very ring, in hot type and invented that I cannot handle. Let's start the show. My goodness, everyone airing their grievances tonight. We expected nothing less after an action-packed night at Into Darkness. Mr. Palmer here setting things straight and telling everyone how it's going to be. And let's run down the action for tonight, shall we? 2 legends will open up our matches tonight. Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman, takes on the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Both of them have won their first matches here in the FHC earlier last month, but more impressively, Shamrock winning the 8-man double tussle 3 weeks ago. What a way to start his FHC career. These two have come far from their Lion's Den matchup back in 1999, and this match tonight may rekindle some lost rivalry here. It's a very brawling time here in the FHC. We'll be seeing the Countess of Sergio, Nicole, face Tiffany Andrews in what appears to be an Empire versus Venus faction matchup. Then, Mr. Palmer has announced some news regarding the Ladies' Championship and the parties involved, including Rosie Fox, Karen Rebel, and the FHC Champion Morgan. An announcement coming tonight. We cannot wait for this news. And then, of course, our main event for the night. A humongous main event where Mr. Palmer has declared a 4-way tussle. Armach, Val Venus, Loke, and the FHC Champion Darth Wump all going against each other tonight in non-title action. It's going to be a cluster knocker if I ever heard one. It's very exciting time. FHC Slam, we're here! Following match is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, he is the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock! Here we see the recent winner of our double tussle a few weeks ago. Ken Shamrock emerged as the winner against such international greats such as Kenny Omega, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kazuchika Okada, Kota Ibushi, Alistair Ferelden, Psychosis, and of course, our own Ray Plata. His return to wrestling after almost 15 years of being away from the squared circle, he chose the FHC to make his comeback. Comeback he sure has, putting on an impressive show, making it known that he still has what it takes and could probably take on anyone here in the FHC. Always good to see the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. And his opponent, from Annville, Pennsylvania, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. But for sure, Shamrock will be taking on another great from the late 90s, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. Both Shamrock and Blackman shared the stage in WWE together for several years. Both have martial arts or MMA background, Blackman specializing in jiu-jitsu and wrestling. So we could be seeing a great tactical fighting battle here tonight against some vintage fighters. It's going to be a great opening match here tonight on Slam, the night after FHC Into Darkness. But wait a second, we haven't seen any of Steve Blackman's kendo sticks or lightning rods out here. What's going on? Did he leave them in his other gi, perhaps? Well, I don't know. Maybe he'll bust them out later. We'll see. Anything is possible in FHC Slam. Blackman opening up with a quick slam pin right there. Oh, and going for that low kick while Shamrock was down. Blackman with the counter elbows. And it'll be very interesting to see what type of tactical maneuvers these two pull off tonight here. I don't think we've seen a Blackman-Shamrock match in, well, quite some time. I mean, if you'll remember, if you're a fan of the industry, of vintage times, Shamrock, of course, I think left WWE in '99. Oh, and there we go. And Blackman, I think, only stayed a few years later, perhaps 2001, 2002, I believe. But then afterwards, but now here, Shamrock reintroducing Blackman to that neck wrench, that lock, that hold. And these guys might be 56 and 57, but they still look like they've got it. Of course, FHC commands the very best in professional wrestling. Blackman throwing Shamrock in the ropes. Leapfrog. Oh, and a huge sidekick. Shamrock maybe didn't see that coming, but Shamrock countering with the knee of his own. And having... Oh, wait. Blackman with those elbows on the down Shamrock, and now tying up, front flip, leg drop onto the arm. And with these two wrestlers, vintage wrestlers with their fighting background, with the Blackman as a cover, Shamrock kicking out at one. With their backgrounds, I would love to see them go, perhaps, have them go perhaps on a tear against each other, or maybe even have a small division, Shamrock with a cover, small division of their own, perhaps, focused more on martial arts, maybe, MMAs, maybe some holds. That would be interesting. Of course, Mr. Palmer probably wouldn't want to listen to anything that I'd have to say. But we can only hope with guys like Shamrock, Blackman, Ryu, all the ones that have some martial arts background. It might be a good thing to see. And now Shamrock with that arm wrench, with the pressure on Blackman's head. And now he's let go. Now Blackman's still in this, guys. I mean, Blackman and Shamrock came out here at the same time, and now Blackman with that huge slam again with the pin. Shamrock kicking out as quickly as possible. And I think both of these men would want to prove that they still belong in this industry. And here we go, Blackman with the double knee press submission there. Shamrock getting out of it neatly. Oh God! Spin kick from Blackman. That could be it, folks. 2. Oh, and Shamrock getting out of that quickly. What a beautiful looking spin kick. We haven't seen something like that as good since RVD has come around. But Shamrock looks like he's still in it. Oh, look at those knees. Blackman looks like he may have maybe hurt himself on that. Awkwardly a little. Shamrock going with that elbow. And now constant hip tosses. Oh! Forward front kick by Steve Blackman. Now with the cover and Shamrock 2, 3. That's all she wrote, folks. Blackman with that forward front kick. And that's what it takes to bring down the world's most dangerous man. And what can we be seeing here? Extending the olive branch. Good God, Shamrock and Blackman remembering what happened before. Old times, folks. You can't beat that. Perhaps this could be the start of a good, old lasting, new lasting friendship. Friendship. Friendship! How dare Wump talk to me like that? I should have given him a much worse walloping than just a shot to the head last night. I will have my day with him, I swear it. Who does he think he is, talking to the great Armach like that? I were with you, sir. But what about tonight? Going against Venus and Loke and Wump? You just say the word, and Palmer can burn in hell, and we'll dig our graves behind the announcer's table. Venus, Loke, and Wump won't know what hit them. You just say the word. I have often thought that death and honor are the same thing, but perhaps there's a way we can skirt both tonight. Ready yourselves. The Empire always wins. Following match is set for one fall, making her way to the ring, being accompanied by the Major Duncan Hayward from Leeds, England. She is a member of the Empire of Pain, the Countess Sergio, Nicole! And as we just saw backstage, the Empire of Pain licking their wounds after Armach took a loss to Val Venus last night at End of Darkness. Perhaps we got to see the origins of a plan to take on Val Venus and Loke tonight in that treble trial match later. But speaking of the Empire, now we are seeing Nicole, the Countess of Sergio, on her way to the ring with the Major Duncan Hayward. She will be taking on Tiffany Andrews, who also had a big night last night. Tiffany was, of course, involved in that treble trial match at the Into Darkness pre-show for the Lady of Sky. Tiffany took on her sister Heather and Miss Wynn. Heather came out on top last night, dethroning Wynn as Lady of Sky, and it's Heather Andrews' first title since she was WWE Women's Champion from a few years back. But now we see they're together. The Andrews sisters are still stronger than ever, supporting each other in their own battles here tonight. And her opponent, being accompanied by Lady of the Sky Heather Andrews from Las Vegas, Nevada, Tiffany Andrews. And we'll see if Tiffany has fully recovered from that treble trial match last night, won by Heather. And of course, this is her first title since she was WWE Women's Champion a few years back. We'll see what happens. Tiffany has a couple of losses under her belt so far, recently, including that title match last night. And as for the Countess of Sergio, she's on a 3-match winning streak, claiming victories over Alexia, Heather, and in a treble trial 2 weeks ago against Athena and Liliana. So I think it's safe to say that Nicole has a slight advantage going into this matchup. But of course, anything can happen here on FHC Slam. Now both competitors ready to go. Tiffany blowing a kiss is to me? Well, thanks, Tiff. I don't know that we barely know each other, but that's okay. Tiffany putting Nicole on the mat on the first volley, trying to go for that slam and then that kick, but now Nicole, pump handle, pump handle backbreaker. And Nicole in the Empire, of course, seeing Duncan Hayward at her side. This has been a huge faction war going. We got the Empire of Pain with Nicole and Hayward, Tavington and Armach seemingly going up against Val Venus and the Venus faction. I don't know. We have a really good name for them, but it's just basically Val Venus and the Andrews sisters here tonight. And snap in the back of the neck, and then that double knees, and now a backflip on a more double knees from Tiffany onto the Countess of Sergio, and now the Sergio countering back with that drop toe hold. And this may give Nicole some more ammunition. We've seen her in several matches lately, but going against old adversaries such as the Andrews sisters may put her a bit more on the rankings in the ladies division, and perhaps, stunner. Perhaps more along the lines, maybe gunning for Heather Andrews' new Lady of Sky title. We shall see what the future holds between the Empire and Venus. The Venus girls, the Andrews sisters, and now Tiffany wrenching that arm, and now more knees to the back of the Countess of Sergio. Tiffany really using those knees and that fancy footwork. And now, revving up. Oh God, beautiful knee. Beautiful knee and face breaker, neck breaker, and now Duncan Hayward on the apron trying to distract. Oh God, backstabber. Nicole taking advantage of the situation with that backstabber on Tiffany, but Tiffany not losing any footing, not losing a step, and trying to get back into dominating this match. And now, Nicole getting her face full of turnbuckle, face full of TB, if you will, into the corner right there. Tiffany looking very good tonight. Oh God, but Nicole coming back with that drop kick to the back. Few of those will put you out. Won't even be able to stand up. And monkey flip by Nicole. Oh my goodness, and now Nicole trying to do that arm wrenching, digging her knee into the back of Tiffany Andrews. Is Tiffany going to give up here? Will that be enough? Hayward seems to think so, but Nicole lets her out. Now counter fireman's carry, going for that huge right hand, but now Nicole, oh my goodness, flipping fisherman's suplex. 2, and Tiffany counts out, kicks out at 2, close to Heather looking on, and now Nicole, head between the legs, double underhook. Oh, and Tiffany, Nicole was trying to get something there, but Tiffany being able to counter that could have been lights out. And now Hayward again with the distraction, and another backstabber by the Countess of Sergio. That could be lights out this time. Oh my goodness, and now, wrenching. The Countess wrenching, no, but Tiffany able to take advantage somehow and get out of it. But I think a couple of those moves really got her. Oh my God! Variation of an LA takedown, and now squishing Thighmaster. The Thighmaster on Countess of Sergio, and that'll be it, folks. That'll be it. Nicole taps out of the patented Thighmaster that the Andrews sisters are definitely well equipped to to put that on Major Hayward not having it, despite his best efforts. Our winner here tonight is Tiffany Andrew. Chalk up one more win to the Andrew sisters and the war with Val Venus. And wait a second. You know something? David Palmer can run this ship the way he wants to. Command all his armies. And of course, drive the boat wherever he wants. Of course, he is the president. And he may be able to humiliate me into a four-way tussle with FHC's finest. Then that's fine with me. Everyone will see the caliber of what Armach brings to the table. But one thing I need to get off my chest. Give it up, Val. You've said your piece against me and all that, and you may have beaten me last night, but you have no allies except those tavern wenches who do nothing but mooch off of you. The Empire is fully locked, stocked, and ready to barrel over you. And whether it's the Major Duncan Hayward, or the Colonel William Tarrington, or of course the Countess of Sergio, the Empire will always be victorious. You can count on that, my friends.
Hello, ladies.
You know, I never pegged you as a funny guy, Armach. But you just made me laugh in the back. Because you want to talk about the Empire being victorious. Well, was that what I just saw? Wow. Just a few moments ago? I rarely down on members of the fairer sex. Because you know, I love all women. Well, most women. I have to take exception to your precious Countess of Sergio, because I thought I just saw her ass get handed to her by one of the best of friends. But I could have been wrong. But by the way, you're wrong, Armach. I do have allies, and I am embracing them, just like I would embrace my very, very hot co-star, Brenda Butinsky, on the set of The Bone Ranger. And you'll find out who they are, because I'm not just talking about the lovely and talented Andrews sisters. No. In fact, they may have something to tell you right now. Oh my God, they're here! The strength of the righteous! The Crusader and the Ultra Patriot coming to the aid of their friend Val Venus! Of course, they befriended a few weeks ago and pledged to help the Big Valboski in his struggle against the Empire's tyranny. Good God! What are we seeing here, folks?
Mr. Palmer, let's talk brass tacks. Karen and I have beaten Morgan consistently the last 2 months. We are stronger together, and we've worn the ladies' champion down. But the question now is, who will face Morgan for the ladies' championship? Can we flip a coin? Draw straws? Play the lottery? Either way, Karen and I both are more than worthy to be ladies' champion. Now it's just a question of when. I'm hoping this announcement you've been going on about will be some good news.
You know, it's a good thing that my name isn't Bad News Palmer, because then I would have some bad news for you. But that's not me. And ladies, I agree you've been most impressive against Ladies Champion Morgan. And I have to say, this is a no-brainer for me. And after everyone's magnificent performance last night at Into Darkness, I have come to the conclusion that Rosie, Karen, both of you will take on Morgan in a treble trial match for the Ladies' Championship tonight! Ain't a hard time been invented that I cannot handle. Thank you, and enjoy.
Good God, this is amazing, folks! Treble Trial Ladies Championship match tonight, where Morgan will defend against Rosie Fox and Karen Rebel. Mr. Palmer is feeling very generous tonight. But look at this now. We're looking at the new... They were called the Four Fierce because the circle is broken. Four Fierce has been unleashed. Ryu is coming out, and it looks like he's brought the whole band with him. I guess it's not his band, it's his fierceness, but I guess we'll just have to hear what he has to say with his Robe, shut your mouth. Stop taking my mic time. But I'll make this short and sweet. Flair and Anderson had their four horsemen. Shawn Michaels had DX. Now, behold, meet my minions. Four Fierce. Huracan, Taifu, Tetemeko. I have assembled the most violent force known to man, and all of us have tapped into the power of the Hurricane. And with this newly harnessed power, we will rule the FHC. So can you hear me in the back? Everyone has been put on notice. And those of you wearing those gold belts in the back, actually I guess they're not all gold, but those with the belts, watch your back, because Four Fierce will be coming for you. You know, Ryu, like many other times, in any other wrestling federation, in any other stable, in any other group, I was just a spoke on a wheel. Everyone wants to know that I've always thought that. And you most of all made me feel like that in the circle. Me and Ska here. You needed us until you didn't. And then you decided to replace the wheels with your new shiny chrome all up in there. Well, you know what? Just because you wanted some new wheels doesn't mean the old ones aren't useful. In fact, just the opposite. These wheels are going to transform into the newest, hottest ride the FHC has seen. And this ride is going to be hard and fast and prove that we are the best in the world. We were the best in the world before you, and we'll be the best in the world long after you're gone. Long after your four farts are dust in the wind. You certainly live up to your reputation. As a punk, you saw this coming. All of the insubordination, the disloyalty. This was on the horizon, and you must face your destiny of being alone once more. Best in the world won't cut it as long as Four Fierce is around. Your arrival couldn't have come at a better time, because right now, you will be the first demonstration of what Four Fierce will do to anyone who opposes us. Oh, and Ska making a beeline for the ring, coming into the ring by himself, getting on Ryu. Oh my god, look at those right hands. And now Tetemeko coming to the aid of their new boss. But we can see Brooks still on the ramp, was trying to hold Ska back, but now the entire Four Fierce is going against Ska, making him pay for coming down to the ring. Good God! All three of them. Four of them. Four fierce against one. Good God! Come on, can we get some help down here? And Brooks is helpless. Brooks is helpless, just watching, looking on, and now Tetsumaker with the chair. Oh God! Oh, Ska is being dismantled here, folks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A Mercedes, kind of sentiment, luxury and trust.
The following treble trial is set for one fall, making her way to the ring from Oakland, California, Rosie Fox. Good God, guys, I'm still reeling from what we saw before the break. This four fierce means business, folks, just taking it to Brooks and Ska, just dismantling their old allies. Ska being taken for medical attention in the back, but Brooks, PJ Brooks, was just, he had no choice but to look on from the ramp. I don't think he meant for Ska, for them to attack at that point, but Ska looks like he had enough. But hopefully more on that later, but all we have to say is that we'll leave it to Ryu to form the next more dominant super force in the FHC, as he has a habit of doing. And her opponent, from Oakland, California, Karen Rebel.
And now, here we go. The title match of the night. Longtime friends, tag team partners, and now rivals for the Ladies' Championship, based on Mr. Palmer's stipulations for tonight. Karen Rebel will take on her best friend Rosie Fox and Ladies' Champion Morgan in this treble trial tonight for the Ladies' Championship, commissioned by Mr. Palmer just a few moments ago. He has seen the amazing performances by these ladies in the past couple of months, as we have as well. Both of the sisters in Oaktown are deserving of a title shot. Tonight, right now, is their opportunity to finally wrench away the Ladies' Championship from the Witch of the Wilds. It's just a matter of who's going to do it. Or will the Sorceress of War be the one to vanquish the sisters in Oaktown single-handedly and defend her title?
And their opponent, from the Korkari Wilds, she is the FHC Ladies Champion, Morgan.
These ladies have had a good run the last couple months, starting right after Firestorm. Rosie and Karen have won their last 3 tag matches against Morgan and Kat Brittany. The most high-profile was the Tornado Tag Ladder match last night at Into Darkness. Rosie also won a singles match against Morgan 2 weeks on Brawl, so it's no wonder that Mr. Palmer has called for this title defense for Morgan tonight, right after that spectacular ladder match last night. We're very excited for a title match of this caliber taking place right here tonight on Slam, right now. Ladies facing off finally. Here we go. Match underway. Title match underway. And here we're getting our first look at Rosie and Karen trying to actually fighting each other now, but of course they have to, as they're going against the Ladies Champion in this treble trial. Oh God, huge kick to Rosie's face, and Karen with the quick face slam on Morgan. And now Morgan and Karen going at it. Rosie getting up slowly. And I can't remember the last time that Karen and Rosie perhaps fought each other before they had formed their tag team. It's probably been moments ago, and now Rosie trying to do that submission on Morgan with the almost like the thigh master of the Andrews sisters, but now Morgan is out. Karen and Rosie going at it. Front face slam. Morgan kipping up. Arm drag. Now from behind, the Witch of the Wilds getting Rosie out to the outside, and now Karen perhaps trying to get Morgan to the outside. And now Karen, suplex! Suplex back into the ring. Thought maybe she would have gone for a cover there, but nope. Now it was an arm drag by the Witch of the Wilds. Now hair tug pull, whatever. And now Morgan just playing with Karen. Check that out with the special clicks. And now, ooh, spin kick. Karen is on the outside now, but now Rosie back in, trying to almost strangle or just wrenching the neck. Interesting submission there. And now, ooh, turnaround slam with the pin in the corner. Morgan able to kick out pretty quickly, I might add. And now, tag team partners going back at it. Oh! There was a low kick, super kick, medium kick. Oh, and Karen was going for that high super kick. Rosie was able to block it with a hit to her knee. And now right hands. And Rosie, powerbomb. Oh! There it goes. Rosie with the double knees landing on it. And now Rosie with the choking. Oh! A reverse choking power slam. Rosie measuring Karen now. Midsection kick. Turn around, pump handle. Oh! Pump handle. Reverse face slam. And now Rosie with the cover for the title. 2. Oh! Karen kicks out. Was really close at 2. And now Morgan coming back in. Trying to fend off both sisters in Oaktown. And now Morgan with the special kicks. Taking out Rosie, and now Karen trying to make the fireman's carry there. And oh, Morgan with a quick kick. And now somersault knee. Now Morgan trying to get through Karen with the cover. 2, Rosie trying to maybe break up the count, but no. Oh, drop kick to Karen's back. That's gonna smart. Morgan now with the leg sweep on Rosie, and now perhaps a triangle hold here, some kind of triangle hold. And is Rosie gonna kick out here? But no, Rosie powering out. Somehow Karen's still crazy on the outside. And now wait a second. What's happening here? It's Heather Andrews. Heather Andrews has come in here, folks. What's going on? She's, oh God, no! No! Heather taking out Rosie Fox. The referee is calling the match. Good God, folks. And of course, I just did one of my amazing backstage warp zones, as here I am now with the new tag champions, the Icons, Giant Panther, and Starman. Gentlemen, your long road to the top is finally here. How did it feel being victorious over the Bravehearts last night in your first tag championship match? Robe, can you imagine anyone in their right minds that would want to step into the ring with the Icons? Can you imagine what guys like the Bravehearts were thinking last night before the title match? Can you imagine what the Tunnel Snakes are thinking right now? Probably that they're relieved, so damned relieved, that they weren't going up against us for the titles. But the Bravehearts did face us, and that was a mistake. But they had no choice. They had to put their titles on the line against us because we are the best tag team in the FHC. And that's because of the decades, Robe, decades of experience and matches and championships that we've won in the NES, in the VWF, the VWA, and now here in the FHC. We've got greatness written all over us, Robe, and now we're here on top. Everyone said that coming out of retirement was a mistake. Coming out of retirement was going to spell disaster for us. Coming out of retirement was going to end our bodies. But Starman and I have shown that coming out of retirement was the best thing that's ever happened to us. After all we've been through, the youngsters out there need to know that age is just a number, and that we can do anything And that's why we're still the best tag team out there. We're still the best tag team, period. And we're still the best tag team in the FHC. And we dare anyone here in the back to prove us wrong. And there you have it. Oh my God! Oh! The Bravehearts coming out of nowhere to attack the Icons, the new tag champions. The Bravehearts have had enough. Oh my God. Guys, are you guys okay? You guys okay?
Hello, ladies.
The following is a four-way tussle set for one fall.
Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Val Venus! And now here we are, the four-way tussle main event where that man, Val Venus, will go up against Armach, Loke, and the FHC Champion Darth Wump. Mr. Palmer is a strong believer in putting all the elements of an equation in the ring and letting them all hash it out, see what happens. And with the competitors seeing action tonight, this is going to be a very exciting time. Venus, of course, was triumphant over Armach last night at In the Darkness, so there will be no love lost between those two in this matchup here tonight. But of course, with the two other men in the ring, anything can happen, especially when we're talking about the FHC champion performing as well. A clear demonstration of that at the beginning of the show showed that everyone is gunning for Wump and the title. Let's not be surprised if everyone goes for that target on Wump's back tonight.
And his opponent, from Blackpool, England. He is a member of the Empire of Pain, Armach!
Armach, the Blackpool gangster, had been asking for that ass whooping he got last night for quite some time, belittling and besmirching Val Venus' name, friends, past employment, movies he's been in, and what have you. But Venus didn't have it one bit, and he brought it definitely in their matchup, defending his freedom and free will. But Armach saw fit to go one level deeper and make the statement of challenging for the FHC Championship by hitting Wump over the head with his own title. And you know Armach will be gunning for Wump tonight because of that, and perhaps Venus as well, in some form of payback for last night at In the Darkness. And at the top of the show, Wump had a valid question for Armach. Where's he been? 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 And it's true. Armach hasn't been around full-time since Rise and Fall and the Gauntlet, where he had 8 losses out of 10 matches. Pretty dismal showing. And we didn't see him again until right after Session 3, where he came out from under the rock he's been hiding to stick it to Venus and take over as leader of the Empire, and he hasn't let up since. Well, now the question is, will he be able to turn it around?
Surprise, motherfucker.
And their opponent, from San Francisco, California, Loke!
Now Loke, he's the wild card here tonight. One of the best professional wrestlers in the world, and like everyone else, he has one thing on his mind, and that's the FHC Championship. We've seen over a long period of time, that when it comes to championships and Darth Wump, the fire is lit and lit hot. Loke will stop at nothing to best Darth Wump every chance he gets and take the title for himself. Nothing else motivates him, and if I were a betting druid, that's where I would put my money, on Loke tonight. But again, with 2 other men in the ring, 2 of which are powerful in their own right and who are unpredictable, anything can happen here tonight, folks.
And his opponent, from San Francisco, California, he is the FHC Champion, Darth Wump!
The FHC Champion comes to the ring, knowing full well he may be seeing a handicap 3-on-1 match here, but Wump has never been known to back away from a challenge. He knows the territory and is aware of what's at stake. With the title around his waist, he knows he's a target. But he's more than capable of fending the most brutal attacks from the most brutal adversaries. Like he rattled off his most recent resume at the top of the show. He did beat Loke at Revolutions, he did beat King Slender at Firestorm, and he did beat Malibu at Last Night in the Darkness. He's definitely taken out most of the heavy hitters here in the FHC, but to do so in one match at the same time, his work will be cut out for him. But he's the champion. He's at the top of his game, and he will fend off everyone who wants his title. This is the main event tonight, the 4-way tussle at FHC Slam. We're here! Look at these world-class athletes here just about to get ready for the opening bell. In fact, or maybe it's the closing bell. And there it is, the bell. Loke going straight for Venus. Armach trying to get his hands into the FHC Championship race. Going with Darth Wump here. And here we go. Oh, and Loke able to knock Val Venus outside of the ring while the Blackman Gangster is working his way on the FHC Champion in ring. Oh, that huge elbow coming down, and Loke with a Hadouken to Val Venus on the outside. It's almost like we're having two matches at once here, folks, but that's okay. And now, ooh, that turnaround suplex by Wump on Armach. A lot of good strength here in this matchup. This very exciting main event we got here going today, and perhaps tonight's activity is going to show and prove who is the best man, perhaps, and who is indeed worthy of an FHC Championship title shot. Going Wump, huge clothesline to Armach on the outside, and then Wump going up top, and now, oh, flying elbow! Flying elbow to the outside, taking out Armach, knocking the wind out of the Blackpool Gangster. Venus cleaning up on his side, and now trying to go. Oh, of course, Venus making a beeline to Armach, trying to show him who's boss again from last night, but now trying to get into the fray with Wump, and now everyone huddled together. Insane, folks, insane. But predictable? I don't think so. Turnaround fist. Loke on Venus trying to unload while Wump is trying to catch some Z's on the outside. Now, oh, drop kick to the back. Drop kick to the back on Venus by Wump, and now Loke and Armach going at it. Oh, Loke with that strength, just heaving the almost 300-pound Armach back into the ring. Oh, God. Olympic slam. Loke with the cover. And Venus right there to break it up. Wump trying to go for that super kick on Loke. And now, the cousins, the family, the blood, together. Oh! Brainbuster by Wump on Loke. And now they're the only ones in the ring. And now Wump with the special clicks on Loke. While Armach and Venus are trying to go at it on the back. And now that... Oh, Loke stunner! Stunner! Loke stunner on Wump! And that could be it, folks, with the cover on the FHC Champion too! And oh! Wump kicks out just at the last second. That stunner could have done him in. Armach coming in from behind. Armach and Loke up top. Oh! Diving fist! Diving fist on the outside, but now Wump covers Armach! And Armach kicks out. Loke back in, trying to be where the action is, because you gotta have the pinfall or submission inside the ring. Loke heel kick right there, and Loke breaking up the Venus attack on Wump. A little bit of reprieve there, but Armach on the outside now, that super kick. Oh my God, and now Loke and Wump back in and oh! Turnabout's fair play as Wump gives Loke a taste of the Hadouken. And now Wump with the patented big swing all the way back from WrestleMania 2000. Big swing. Hard impact. And now the cover by Wump. Armach trying to come in and save it. No, but no! Robe pulls out the win on Robe after the big swing. Armach couldn't get there in time. Oh my god. And Wump celebrating, pulling out this main event win here tonight against all comers. His title defense shot, contenders. What am I saying? I don't think anyone's going to even come close to touching the title or getting a title shot. Oh my god, but Armach, oh! But no! Venus has balls of steel! But now Armach trying to get him down any way he can. Armach calling for aid, just like Gondor, but Venus trying to fend off the attacks, and here comes the Empire! Duncan Hayward, William Tabbington, and now everyone's on Armach. The whole Empire is on Venus, attacking Venus, a downed Venus. Oh my god, what a way to end Slam! Oh my god, Armach's got that chair on Venus with the help of the Empire. And now, oh wait a second, here comes Malibu! Malibu to the rescue! Malibu to the aid of Venus! Driving away the Empire. What is this going to mean in the next month here on Slam? Oh my god, we're out of time!